final showdown.
Here are your final orders.
That's so cool that they switch it to Welkin for this. The time has finally come to settle things with Maximilian. I assume he's capable of neutralizing any attack you send his way, the same as the other Valkyria we've seen. That said, Maximilian's Valkyrian powers are the result of some device. They're artificial. I'm certain he'll have a weak point somewhere on that deck. Find it, then lob every bullet and bomb you've got at it. Your objective is to defeat Maximilian, once and for all. Take that maniac out and put an end to this war, Sevens. And while it may not stop bullets, I hope you won't forget that you go with an entire nation's hopes for peace. Here it comes.
All right, we're all set to begin. Let's take Gallia back with our own hands, Sevens! This is our final operation. Let's end this war. Squad 7, move out!
This music.
Up on the Marmota's deck, eh? Nice spot for a showdown.
It's just a shame we got no audience.
My Shamrock's chomping at the bit for a piece of this action.
The Edelweiss is also all ready to go, sir.
We're ready for your orders, Welkin.
Okay, let's get started, Sevens. Our target is the enemy commander, Maximilian himself.
Oh, it begins. And this music, it's like a version of the main theme. Let's start with one of our best friends.
The hunt begins. Checkmate.
Ultimate accuracy, oh boy. Hey, what's this thing do?
Sweet dreams.
Good.
Been waiting here.
Oof, that stings. Jeez, but you know what stings worse?
Here, have a couple.
Gotcha.
All right. Just watch this.
I kinda wish they stopped doing that, but...
You're done.
Act as soon as you spot a target.
All right.
Nice work. Keep taking them down.
And now... Awaken Potential. For Vice.
You can do this. Trust in yourself.
And you know what? We're not done. Attack boost.
This is an order. Attack with everything you've got.
And... defense.
This is an order. Brace up and get ready to defend yourself. Leave it all to me.
Alright, let's go all in.
Day to mess with me.
Nope.
You can't dodge this.
Check your ammunition stores.
That wasn't terrible.
Keep casualties down.
Yes! That one managed to connect.
So he was using the towers to induce an artificial Valkyria state.
All right, everybody. Keep your sights trained on those energy towers.
I'll take care of it. Today's the Rui. Our hero's in trouble now.
I love that. Haha. I almost got him. That challenge lever really pays off, doesn't it?
You filthy vermin. Very well. We shall see how you fare once the power output is raised to its limit!
Where the hell? Okay. Actually...
You've come too far to die here!
That's kind of scary.
Leave it all to me. Today's the Rui. Our hero's in trouble now.
It's over.
You can't dodge this.
Welkin, are you all right?
Impossible. Ours is the power of the Valkyria. How are we beaten?
Maximilian, you lost the moment you began to rely on the Valkyria's power.
Oh, that feels real good. What a surprise.
Damn you. Dogs of Gallia.
It's time to surrender, Maximilian. Your war is over.
Surrender, you say? I think you forget. We Valkyria can give our lives to fuel a blazing hot inferno of destruction!
Don't do this! It doesn't have to end like this!
It seems our dreams are not to be. Well then, join us! Let Gallia fall to ash! What? How? Why has it stopped?
My guess is, it's because I killed the power supply.
Well, hey.
Faldio, you made it!
I snuck out in time to hitch a ride on this monster. I'm sorry it took me so long to stop the engine.
Unhand us! Ah! What are you doing? Let's go!
Sorry, buddy, but I can't do that.
No! What are you doing, Faldio? This is insane!
Faldio, stop!
Welkin, Alicia, no matter my reasons, I was wrong to have betrayed you. Now, it's time that I paid for what I have done.
Let go! Let us go now!
Look at the two of us, thinking power could save us. Now it's our cue to leave the stage. Farewell, Welkin, Alicia. Best of luck.
The boss and the little missus are still in there!
Hey, boss! Alicia! You two okay?
Welkin, you're all right?
Yeah, except for that. Our way is blocked off. The entire deck's gone up! We can't cross! All of you, go on and get out of here!
Not a chance, boss! You get over here! We're leaving together or not at all!
We're gonna look around and find a way to connect to your side!
There's no time for that! Stay here any longer, you put the whole squad at risk! Listen! I'm not saying this again! You're going to leave now! That's an order!
Damn it all! Sevens, we're leaving! Get off of the Bermuda!
The deck's a lost cause. Alicia, let's find a way up.
Right. Lead on. I'm not afraid when I'm with you. Ever. Now let's go.
Thanks. Right, let's move!
Well, of course we gotta conclude this. Escape.
It's no use. There's no way we're getting out of this. Alicia.
Welkin, look!
Hang in there! I'm coming for you! Leon!
Welkin, that's Isara's plane!
Yeah.
And it's even called the Isara.
We're not gonna have time. We've gotta jump.
No problem.
Woo! That was a close one, bro.
Leon, it must have taken forever to finish building this. Where did you find the time?
After we lost Isara, Casey and myself, well, everyone in the squad really came by to pitch in a hand. It was Isara's dream, you know? So, it wasn't hard finding help.
I don't suppose it was. Isara. You'll always live inside us. The dreams you left that day, now they're all of ours.
Rest in peace.
So tell me, bro, how far are we going today? This baby could take us clear across the sea if we want.
Back home. Back to a free country. Our friends are waiting. Take us to Rangrease.
The 25th day of October, 1935. The death of Maximilian, commander of the Empire's invasion of Gallia, paved the way for truce between the two nations.
Sorry,
After 7
Ted.
tumultuous months at war, Gallians everywhere looked forward to a time of hard-won peace. Squad 7 of the Gallian militia disbanded shortly after the conflict's conclusion. And its members began to move on, each following his or her own path. And here, at the end of their long struggle, I lay my pen to rest.
I very much like the way the story plays out in the credits as well. I mean, this is a recollection of everything we've seen. One thing I also appreciate that we're going to see is that you'll notice that, unlike Skies of Arcadia, we're not getting the "where are they now" for all of the members of Squad 7. But that's okay. Geld was the drill instructor? What? But, at least in Japanese. But, what's interesting about this is that we actually get to see who, like, the "where are they nows" in the book, in the personnel files. But I'm not going to look into those this installment. I'm going to save that for the conclusion of the Let's Play. Partly because we don't get that information for Ted, but also partly because we don't even have 2 of the characters. So I'm going to get those characters, all the information I can, I'm going to complete all the side stuff, I'm going to get all the medals, and then we can see the grand conclusion to this epic. In the meantime, it's pretty cool to see these scenes play out again with characters from a while back that it's just cool to see their faces again, even if they were on the opposing side. Man, we're going way back with this stuff. Trying the bread for the first time. You know, I wonder if those swimsuit scenes would have been in the credits if I hadn't bought and viewed that report. My assumption is they might have, but that would have been a weird thing to see if you just didn't bother doing that. This is a thing in the game that you missed. What? I also very much like the drawing aesthetic. It's gone now, but that log cabin illustration behind the picture, it's really nice. This game has a great art book, but I would love to see a sort of actual book version of this game, the War on the Galleon Front by Irene Collar. That'd be super cool. I mean, this is a PS3 game, even if I am playing it on a PS4, so I think the time for that has passed, but it would still be nice. And here are those illustrations I was talking about. I just love the look of it, as well as the painting aesthetic that I said at the very beginning this game pioneered. Like the sort of line stuff going on as I don't know if it's an overlay or something, but it was very nice. Ah, now here's the English-speaking voices. I wonder if Geld is still the drill instructor. Sakawa Steve Blum, how about that? I'm just so curious about this. John DiMaggio was Damon? Really? I can kind of hear it now that I think about it. The guy who played freaking Bender in Futurama, that's ridiculous. Oh, Nolan North, look at all this. Oh, I hope I didn't miss the drill instructor. And I might have. But that's still very amusing. The artwork is so gorgeous. And all this time I wasn't even looking very closely at the video because I was checking those credits. This is when Alicia was going to sacrifice herself, but it didn't have to happen. But is this where the credits are stopping? It's a little premature. Alright. Eleanor Potter. Upon retirement from the armed forces, Eleanor began and still manages a publishing outfit. Following her marriage to Largo, her holidays are now spent helping out on the farm under the shade of the Straw Hat he made her. Oof. Largo Potter, leaving military service after the war. After Largo returned to his hometown to restore the family farm. After offering Eleanor a bouquet large enough to fill an ox cart, a gold ring, and 10 years' worth of love, the two finally married. Bridget Rosie Stark. The war's end marked the birth of a new star. Her hit song, A Love Passed On, became an anthem during the years of Gallia's revival. She now travels through Europe on a constant tour, but returns home yearly to visit Isara's grave. Saka returned home to establish the Thousand Toy Factory to bring smile back to To bring Smiles back? So the War Orphans. The Enigma Box, a three-dimensional puzzle he made, is the hottest toy on the market. Kreese. After returning to school to get his master's degree, he delved into passionate research in the field of aeronautic engineering. His grad thesis has become a cornerstone of contemporary thought on flight. Leon Schmidt. A speed demon since the day he piloted Asara's airplane, he subsequently became a racer by trade. He hasn't slowed once after taking the gold at his first event and continues to race in competitions across Europa today. Cordelia. After war's end, she publicly confessed her heritage, shocking the masses. Her candor won the support of most Gallians, however. She now leads Gallian in both name and fact. She remains single amidst many marriage offers. Okay, so they did do a Where Are They Now for those people, because in some cases their books entries are filled, but the recruits of Squad 7 have the personnel files that we can update later. And they're really good reads, the post-game stuff. But again, I'm going to run through the game another time before we get to that. I totally forgot that the really big characters got the Where Are They Now in the credits. And I'm surprised. This game has been so good with its English and grammar and everything. I mean, you know how I am on these Let's Plays by now. I look for stuff like this, but this game has been great. But all of a sudden, these pretty sizable typos in Largo's thing, Finale, and just double-typed thing. You know what I tell my students? When you're done writing your essay, read your paper out loud, so you catch the stuff that I catch. Oh my god, game, you were so close. The whole damn game was good, and literally in the ending credits is where you fell off. So close. But you know what? I still love this game. It's fine. We got that marriage proposal, and also one of my favorite scenes in the game.
Mr. G! You gotta take us bug hunting again soon, okay?
You bet. You know, I think you're ready for my top secret hunting spot.
Yippee! Thank you! We'll see you tomorrow!
Yep. Go right along home now.
Welcome, Gunther. After the war, he returned to his studies. Many had thought the Gallian hero would rise to further fame, but Welkin had something else in mind. He returned to Brule, there to realize his long-held dream of becoming a teacher. On weekends, he's often seen taking his students out on nature hikes. His is a peaceful civilian life, and he would have it no other way.
She got her license.
Thank you for choosing Alicia's.
Hey, honey. How's business today?
Hey! Hey, you. What a surprise. Guess what? So I started selling the smoked cheese bread today, and everybody loves it.
Of course. Told you that bread was great. Guess everyone in town agrees with me.
Yeah.
Alicia Gunther. Trading in her rifle for a rolling pin, Alicia trained around the clock to pursue her dream. After many long months, she received her national certification as baker. On the same day, she married her sweetheart, Welkin Gunther. Together, the two opened Alicia's Bakery. It didn't take long for word to spread about her delicious creations. And now, even visitors from far away make a point of stopping to sample her fresh-baked bread.
How about you? How are your classes today?
You know, those kids never seem to run out of questions. You know, they're amazing. Their curiosity's endless.
That's so. Then you're a kid too. You're as incurably curious as any one of them.
Speaking of kids, how's Isara been today?
Mike?
there! Have you been a good girl?
Yep, I was real good. I was just helping Mama make some bread. I kneaded the dough all by myself.
Oh, I wish you could have tasted the bread that dough made. Our customers said it was the best ever.
Hey, Hisara, that's really great. All right, you show me how and I'll help, okay?
Yay! Come on, Papa, I'll teach you.
That really is one of the more satisfying endings of a game I've seen in a very, very long time. And now I can do New Game Plus if I so desire. Which I do. I might have to work my way to being able to get medals again, but that's okay. I'll see if I can just magically access headquarters now. If I can't, then I'll just end here. Well, we've seen that, of course.
Prologue.
Oh, can I really? About playing with cleared save data. By starting a new game with a cleared save, you can enjoy the game again with your unit levels and stats intact. Beginning the second playthrough, the story is unlocked by chapter instead of by episode, allowing for a quickened pace. Yeah, like you've seen the cutscenes already, you can see them actually colored in, except for the gameplay levels. Story battles can also be played multiple times, so keep at it until you've earned an A ranking in every battle in the war. Yeah, so if you were really concerned about missing that A ranking, because if you miss it, you miss it. Don't worry, New Game Plus just lets you grind away story missions, which is great, because some of those story missions are very profitable. Statistics, which is actually legitimately useful. About statistics. Here you can view your rankings and the shortest turn count for each of the battles you fought so far. Press to the menu. Page 1 contains plot battle information, and page 2 contains ranking data from skirmish battles. And music! I get the soundtrack! About music. You can listen to tracks from the soundtrack used throughout the game. You can listen to individual tracks or play the entire soundtrack in order. Pick a tune, kick back, and enjoy. And this game's soundtrack is incredible. Personnel, of course. Glossary. Oh, there's my reward. That's great. New skirmish. So you actually get the 9th skirmish after beating the game. But whoops, hard difficulty added, which I actually will play because there are, I believe, unlockable guns from those. Oh man, I'm going to hold off on personnel. But let's wrap up my HQ business if I can. This actually might be the big final order. Let's find out. I'm glad that I can access this from Chapter 1, though. Or even the prologue.
I'll teach you Recon Request today. Use it to request reconnaissance, to assemble information on the enemy's position. The order alone won't do much good, though. It takes a sublime eye for strategy to work. It takes a man like your father. He won battles with this order.
What? You knew my father?
I'd wager everyone in Gallia knows him. Though I'll admit, I knew him better than most. Back in the last war, I fought alongside him. That was when he taught me this order.
You learned it from one of my dad's orders.
He could listen to his soldiers' reports and see a perfect bird's-eye view of the field.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a meta joke or something, but we, with our map screen, actually get that.
Some people called me a brilliant commander. but he was like the sun to my moon. Ultimately, I was never able to make this order work the way he did. Now I'd say it's time that Belgian's order was returned to its rightful owner.
That's pretty great. And yeah, I might not even be able to level up because of this, because this is the big one. But I'll happily take it.
Very good. I hope we'll meet.
I wonder if he even has any more orders for me. R&D, it's still a question of whether I can finish this. We will find out. Right, again, rifle should be good, but I'm just double checking. Machine guns, we're done. The lances, we have to be able to, okay. Yeah, look at how quickly I go through this stuff, it's brutal. Oh, that's it. I guess I'm done. Shamrock. Steel upgrade. Gatling upgrade. I might not be able to finish this. It's gonna be close. Very close. Oh no, I can't quite do it. Oh my god, I'm so close. It's ridiculous. I could take one of these. Oh, what? Changing equipment means scrapping it. Reverting to it later will require the R&D fee to be paid again. Oh, let me read that again. About the Edelweiss's top grade enhancements. The Reinforced Barrel 3, Body 3, and Armor 3, only one of which can be equipped at a time. Oh, changing equipment means scrapping the previous one. Reverting to it later will require the R&D fee to be paid again. Oh, wow. Interesting. I'll buy one of these because,
Here you go.
like, it's got the red thing. Oh, does that music also indicate that I've done it? Because my ideal would be the barrel. Huh. Well, I'll still need to at least pay for both.
Come.
That's an interesting one. Training, I'll pay for one thing, I guess. Which is the engineers. Because I can't afford anything else. New order. Explosives boost. This order raises the damage one ally can do when attacking with a hand grenade. Not bad. Also, now that I've beaten the game...
Oh, and there have been some new recruits.
Yeah-huh. Oh, that's right, I reset the game so I don't have anybody in my party, even though I still can do that. Musad, the beat the game guy.
I'm Mossad Mayfield. Good to meet you. Now that I'm here, y'all got this one in the bag.
I'll have to look into that guy.
You ain't half bad, kid.
Let me know if you need me to bail you out. How do I... Potential info. He doesn't like paved roads. He does like friends. He does like cozy places. And I can't view his Ultimate Scout stuff, but whatever. That's fine. Now for the big one. Oh, well, the big ones. Audience Hall. I'm gonna get 2 or 3 medals for this. Gallia, the beat the game medal. Savior of Gallia.
Furthermore,
This ought to be real good. I'll take another machine gun. M30R? Is that new? That might be new. GSR 30R. Damn, okay. That's very good. And the M20R.
May you...
That's ridiculous. I wasn't even looking for that. But if you only get 3 things, then you will not get all 4 weapons. So I'm a little concerned about that. Like, tell me I don't have to beat the whole... Well, I have to beat the whole game anyway to get the last reward, whatever. Now for Castlefront.
Hey!
There should be a new report for beating the whole game. Oh, are we just... Oh, well.
Come back.
But... How do you get the last report? I'll have to look into that. I thought for sure there was like a beat the game report. Huh. Personnel, of course, from Musad. I suppose I can at least look him up. If I could find him. Musad. He enlisted upon hearing news of fellow Bruler Welkin's successes. Haughty by nature, his words and actions often reflect his hubris. So I can unlock his potential and beat the game with them. And then there's the last secret character, which must be an engineer. And I'll look up all this stuff later. Weaponry. Nothing. Glossary. House Randgrease's secret. The original ancestors of House Randgrease were actually a powerful clan of Darkson natives who had ruled portions of Europa before the Valkyria invasion. When the Northerners arrived, this clan chose to betray their race by aiding in the Valkyria conquest. In return, the Valkyria granted the clan a city-state to rule, today's Randgrease, and made them the Valkov's keepers. The Darkson traders subsequently claimed to be Valkyria themselves, writing their betrayal out of history. The Valkov was sealed away as a pillar of a castle tower, while the truth about House Randgrease was buried even more thoroughly over centuries of ruthless suppression of any knowledge about historical events. It's rough that they show the princess's picture, but yeah, she was complicit in this. The Marmota. Built to Maximilian specifications in a joint effort with the Imperial Navy, this vehicle blurs the line between tank and battleship in a new class called the Terrestrial Dreadnought. 4 engines and 2 propellers work in parallel to power this behemoth, allegedly developed as a mobile platform for the Valkov. An experimental artificial Valkyria apparatus is said to have been installed at the rear of its main deck. Valkyria Historical Truth. The ancient Valkyria invaded Europa from northern lands known to be exceptionally rich in Ragnite, engaged the indigenous Darkson population in unprovoked combat, and ultimately subjugated them. Skilled in the use of Ragnite and genetically able to unleash the latent power within it, they used the Valkov to incinerate cities and crush the Darkson defenses. In order to justify their actions, the Valkyria shifted blame for devastating the continent onto the Darkson people. They authored a history in which they were Europa's saviors, using that as a basis for authoritarian rule. Much remains unknown about the Valkyria, including their origins and the basis of their preternatural powers. Valkov. A massive lance-form weapon believed to have been used by the Valkyria during their ancient war of conquest. Its core, said to be composed entirely of highly refined Ragnite, was capable of emitting an extremely destructive beam of light. After the War of the Valkyria, the spear was sealed away inside the central tower of Castle Randgrease and written out of existence. Studies performed after EW2 have suggested that the Valkov may have been mounted on a massive ark when used in ancient times. If true, knowledge of that ark may have informed the design of the weapon's modern mount, the Imperial Dreadnought Marmota, but a dearth of evidence has kept all speculation in the realm of conjecture. And finally, the biplane Isara. Built according to design notes left by Isara's father, Timer, this bi-winged, 2-motored plane is comprised of a 4-cockpit, horizontal wings and tail, and a vertical rudder. Isara expanded the cockpit to seat 2 in order to allow her brother Welkin to join her. Engines originally used in armored vehicles, but subsequently discarded by the Gallian army, were repurposed to turn the plane's twin propellers. Though aeronautics research began across Europa shortly before EW2, Gallia was not among its pioneers, so the sight of an airplane remains a rare treat. Decorations. The Beat the Game medal, which means all this stuff is extra. Speaking of extra, that's pretty cool. Look at all those A's. But let me show you something that sucks. If I could find it. Foes defeated, 325. I beat the entire game in every skirmish and report. 325. There's a medal for getting 1,000. That sucks. That's grindier than the money. Free battle, a bunch of this stuff I never did. I mean, we could talk about easy, normal, hard, and expert. Which starts over here, actually. I guess these are just the skirmishes then. And then there are the challenges, and the ED Detachment Challenge, and there's also one mission that's not in here because you access it from the main menu that I definitely want to show. And then the music! Look at all this cool stuff. How do you like that? Awesome. I like that there's a play all button. That's just amusing to me. But in any case, we have beaten the game. I still have more work to do, but for now it is time to stop the installment. Well, we certainly made a lot of progress today, didn't we? We beat the game, and we saw a wonderful, wonderful ending, where pretty much everybody lived happily ever after. But my work is not yet done. There was another character to unlock, and a bunch of medals to get, not to mention challenge missions, the last skirmish, skirmish missions on hard mode, and a couple of missions accessible from the main menu. This game has more content, and we are going to see it because it too is awesome. Until next time, everyone,